Okay, hello, and today I've got another tobacco review for you, and today I'm reviewing a tobacco that is popular right across the world, and that is Peterson's Nightcap, which up to 2019 was known as Dunhill's Nightcap. And apart from this gory, horrible, well, it's not gory really, it's just writing on you, normally you get the gory pictures, but apart from this health warning, Peterson have managed to keep the artwork, the tin artwork, exactly the same as the old Dunhill tin artwork. So this is Peterson's Nightcap, which is a recreation of the Dunhill blend, Dunhill Nightcap. It says many times on the tin art, so you don't miss it, original recipe, original recipe, original recipe, original recipe, and did I mention original recipe? Now, when Dunhill stopped producing tobaccos, Peterson bought out several of the recipes, and they managed to recreate for us some of the more popular Dunhill blends, such as Dunhill Early Morning Pipe, Dunhill Nightcap, Royal Yacht, and others. So let's General walking straight in the way of the camera there. The cat tends to do that, he does what he wants. So let's pop open this tin of Nightcap. Usual sort of tin packaging, which seems to be used right across the Peterson's brand. You've got the cardboard insert in there protecting the tobacco, keeping it in place with the image of the tobacco leaf. Now, Peterson's Nightcap is an English blend, so that is, it contains Virginias, Orientals, Latakia, and I believe a touch of Perique. Now, I'm not sure if I ever smoked Dunhill's Nightcap back in the day. I may have, but I certainly didn't smoke it regular, or I'd remember it. So there's the tobacco inside the tin. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. And right away, it's a very earthy aroma. And I know that this is a Latakia heavy blend, and it's a good thing that I do like Latakia blends. So I'm looking forward to this. So it's a very earthy aroma from the tin, and like new leather, like a really good quality leather belt. It's got that leatherishness, which I've often heard people attributed to pipe tobacco. You can also get it with whiskey. Incidentally, just to complete the housekeeping, I'm drinking a Grant's Triple Wood, what used to be called Grant's Farmroot Reserve. Same recipe, different name, same as this. Same recipe, different name. No longer Dunhill's Nightcap, it's now Peterson's Nightcap. And I'm going to smoke this in my Peterson barred pipe. This is a fairly new pipe. I bought it brand new several weeks ago, and I've smoked several bowls in it now. So let me get this filled up, and we'll talk a little bit about the Peterson's Nightcap. So right out of the tin, the tobacco has got a nice moisture level. It's not too moist, it's not gloopy. Nice and easily breakable, easily spread out with your fingers rather. I mean, it's a ribbon cut, so you don't need to break it apart. Let's just tamp it into the bowl a little bit, gentle tamping, then fill the bowl up and give it a more firm tamping. So yeah, it's a ribbon cut tobacco. Mixture of light and dark tobaccos. As I say, it's Virginia, it's Orientals, Latakia, and some Perique. It's a English, typical English type blend.
Mild, aromatic, fragrant, cool. That's Imperial Crown pipe tobacco, a blend of the world's finest pipe tobacco. Imperial Crown Aromatic Flake, Imperial Crown Aromatic Pre-Rub, or Imperial Crown Aromatic Pre-Rub in the polythene wallet. All packs are flavor sealed. Enjoy Imperial Crown pipe tobacco.
And I am a lover of English blends. So, Peterson's Nightcap. As I say, this used to be known until 2019 as Dunhill's Nightcap, and it's a very popular tobacco with pipe smokers right across the world. So many of you watching this video will probably be familiar with this blend. On the back of the tin, this is a 50-gram tin. We told us this contains Latakia Orient tobacco with small leaves and perique. It's a mixed cut. It's made in Denmark by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group, and it is Peterson's Nightcap. So let's get this lit up, and without further ado, we'll talk about Peterson's. Even on the charring light, the Latakia is evident. You know what you're going to get from this.
As I watch the sun descending and the birds fly home to rest in the hush when day is ending,
That's nice.
that's the hour when I feel blessed, smoking my pipe, smoking my pipe.
It's actually very well balanced. The Latakia is there. You can't mistake that Latakia, but it's not too forceful. There's other stuff coming through in this.
Like a whisper through the cornfield comes a gentle evening breeze. At the doorway of my cottage I recall all
Just now we had
memories.
General, now we got the puppy interfering. Come on. There. You're too young to be in a pipe smoking video, but never mind.
Smoking my pipe, smoking my pipe. Those far off places.
So yeah, the Latakia is at the forefront of this tobacco, but it's not too overpowering. I suspect there's a pretty good nicotine hit on this as well. It's fairly full-bodied, creamy in the mouth.
Beyond the blue, familiar faces that once.
Well, as I say, I'm not overly familiar with Dunhill's Nightcap. I may have smoked it in the past, I'm not sure. But I certainly wouldn't have smoked enough of it in the past to fully compare this with what the Dunhill version was. But I've read online, and I've spoken to people about this tobacco, and it is, the general consensus seems to be that this is exactly the same stuff as that which was sold under the Dunhill name.
I knew. I recall those days behind
Very tasty.
me and the happiness they meant. Every sundown you will find me with a heart that is content, smoking my pipe.
If you don't like Latakia blends, or if you don't like strong Latakia blends, then this probably won't be for you. This is probably not a tobacco for new pipe smokers. You probably want to get a bit more experience under your belt before sampling something like this, because it's definitely full strength.
Smoking my pipe.
Very nice though.
You remember the first time we met? You were the only one in that railway carriage who didn't like me smoking my dear old pipe. Compromise, I opened the window. What a lovely surprise you gave me on our wedding.
It was strange, but I've smoked a lot of Peterson's early morning pipe recently, which is their take on Dunhill's early morning pipe. Same as this, they've just recreated it. And the artwork on the Peterson early morning pipe is identical, as is this to the Dunhill Nightcap. I do like Peterson early morning pipe, but that's probably better suited to a night smoke. The Nightcap is might be better to get your brain going in the morning, because this is definitely a lot more potent than early morning pipe. It's a lot stronger, both in nicotine and flavour. I'm going to relight it again because I'm talking away. It burns rather well, and if I wasn't talking so much, and I'd no doubt if I kept the pipe in my mouth and took gentle sips, you don't want to rush it, then it would remain alight. Look at the
Day, a tobacco jar. How I remember each smile and tear
very nice.
as life's
Strong though,
December
it is a strong tobacco.
is drawing Time's old ever-moving finger closes one more day, but yet.
Perhaps it's designed to whack you out at the end of the night, give you a good night's sleep. It's certainly a potent nicotine hit to end the day. This Peterson barred pipe I bought, I'm really pleased with this. It's really holding up. Although I tend to smoke my Falcons more than any other pipe, I do have this pipe several times a week and I really like it. It's built up a nice cake now within the bowl, and it's really performing really well, and it's a nice size, it's comfortable. Excuse me, I believe Peterson have stopped doing the barred, so I'm lucky that I picked this one up when I did. I didn't go specifically looking for it. I went into the shop in Abergavenny. That's that's glass, leather and tobacco up in Abergavenny, and I just said, look, I was just browsing and seeing what pipes they had in stock, and they had this Peterson barb. So it was bought purely on a whim, although I did intend to buy a pipe, but I didn't know what pipe I was going to buy. But I bought this, I think it was £89. It's a wonderful pipe.
While such thoughts as mine can linger, I'll have nothing to regret. Smoking my pipe. Smoking my pipe.
It's got a fair sized bowl, so I'm getting a good substantial smoke of this Nightcap now. I'm coming on halfway through the bowl now, and I think the perique is starting to make itself evident. The perique wasn't obvious when I started smoking this. The Latakia was the thing, but the perique now, I'm getting that spicy pepperiness in the back of my throat, which I believe would come from the perique. Well, I wouldn't say this is perique heavy. I mean, it's got perique in the blend. It mentions it on the tin, but it's dialed back. The Latakia is the forceful tobacco in this. The perique is there, though. I'm getting that peppery, kind of spicy tone. It's also a very good accompaniment to a glass of scotch. It's a decent tobacco. It's very. I think the room note on this. The only reason I'm smoking this in the house at the moment is my wife's away for the evening. I'm not supposed to smoke in the house. I'll have to spray an air freshener because the room note on this is going to be pretty bloody potent. Oh my gosh, the taste is something else. And it's definitely not lacking in the nicotine. It's a strong tobacco. Very earthy. It's an English tobacco blend. It tastes as an English should, only on the stronger side of English. You know, you're not, if you like English blends, you're not going to be disappointed with Nightcap. It's exceptionally creamy in the mouth. I'm definitely getting that perique now. I'm also getting a buttery, oily, creamy feel. And it tastes maybe, can't quite place it.
Relax. Yes, relax in a man's world with the quality pipe tobacco Sir Walter Raleigh. Now in the pouch pack. Keeps 44% fresher. And talk about aroma.
Smells grand, packs right, smokes sweet, can't bite, and now it's packed in a pouch.
It's definitely not a tobacco to smoke around people who are not keen on you smoking. The room note on this is going to be extremely potent. I think I'm going to use half a ton of my signature brute to get rid of this aroma before the wife comes home. But it's absolutely delicious. It's very creamy, a buttery creaminess. It's also quite meaty. If you've ever smoked old dark fired, you know the kind of meatiness I mean. That's been delivered to you. It's along those lines. Although it's Latakia earthiness, that meaty richness, a buttery, creamy feel in the mouth, and that touch of peppery spice on the back end. coming down to the bottom of the bowl now, and now the perique really is making itself evident. It's starting to wrestle now with the Latakia to be the dominant factor in this. So I suppose Nightcap's a very complex blend. It's not a one-trick pony. I'll probably buy more tins of this. In fact, I definitely get a few more tins of this. I've got a jar of the early morning upstairs. I've bought several tins of that and jarred it up, and I'll probably do the same with this. I think I'll probably keep a supply of Nightcap alongside the early morning. It's definitely a tobacco that's going in my regular rotation.